Welcome to the It's Taken Gaming Podcast. I'm Samuelus.
I'm going to
I'm Reed.
I'm Desert Punk.
I'm a walker.
SlothasawrusRexx.
And
I'm
another
Raven quote. Scottopus.
and I'm
You
Jimmy.
know what?
And
Shout out to Awkward Thomas.
we
Yes,
do
it's
have
Scottopus.
two special guests with us:
Really
SlothasawrusRexx can't talk, and Scottopus.
I can't talk.
We will
Is that part of the name?
link their channel
That's
in
a
the description
long-ass
below.
Slothasawrus
Feel
that
free
can't talk.
to check them out on Twitch and YouTube. So anyway, welcome everybody.
I don't YouTube.
You might occasionally hear
Yep.
Epidemic's wife.
Yeah, and Nessie Poos in the background. So
Hey.
really need to change your name though.
What's wrong with her name?
Anyway,
Don't worry about
we'll
it.
get to it later.
Racist against poos.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh does not need to exist here.
Winnie the Pooh would like to extend a hearty FU.
Yeah,
Besides-
thanks, Sam.
Pooh's stupid, Tigger's badass.
Eminem 2.0 over here. Alright, so we're going to hit a discussion on single player and how one company is backtracking on their decision here in a second. But first, I got some division stats that were from the closed beta. They're just random stats, probably won't care about them, but I'm just going to read some of these off anyway. Raven, you've already heard these.
I don't know.
So I'm going to hear it again. Yeah, like we don't have video for this, but Raven's trying to do a speed run on.
I'm not speedrunning.
Okay,
That's
he's
clarification.
not speed running.
It takes about an hour to beat a run in Isaac if you get lucky.
He's quickly walking through.
So I'm
the
trying
Binding
to
of
see if
Isaac.
I can beat it before we end the podcast.
You
We're
can't.
talking about how that's not Isaac. Isaac is in space.
Read, please.
This
There
is
are
the
no
binding
zombies.
of Isaac.
There are no necromorphs here.
Okay, so the beta, which ran from January 28th to February 2nd, we got some random statistics from Games Radar, and they were saying that just between those days, my phone almost died. 298,031,224 in-game kills.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, these are not baby
That was
numbers.
just how many days?
Burger.
From January 28th to February 2nd. So you're looking at what? Maybe 5 days? Is that right? 28,
I can't
29,
math,
30,
don't ask
31
me.
for a second. Okay, so almost a week. So, okay, and you got 9,288,002 grenades thrown. Because that's a lot of Kobe's going on there.
Dakota was playing.
Yeah.
No.
And,
I actually didn't.
okay, let me see if I can get this number right. 14,995,669,168 shots fired.
Sam must have been
Which is
playing.
a
And just
lot.
as many hit markers.
And
Double the hit markers.
And oddly enough, there were 20 billion hit markers. No. Let's see, and there was a couple of numbers here if I can find them real quick. Players totaled more than 621 million minutes, with one agent, which they call the players in that game, managing to clock 90 hours, which is impressive because the beta was only open for 120 hours.
Dear God.
So
You know, loft it.
yeah, he did. He no-offed it, but I'm surprised you got that much enjoyment out of the beta. But anyway, 6.8 million games were played during that week span, and for some reason the M4 proving the most lethal weapon. Not really an interesting stat. Now, okay, let me make sure I say this number right, and this thing's fixing to start playing. 700. How did I say that? 7,184 million.
There you go.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's such a weird way to. Anyway, this is
They
the most
topped
interesting.
it up weird in
They did.
the article.
This is the most interesting stat of all. Hope you guys are ready for this.
Mhm.
7,184 million car doors were closed during the beta.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
man.
a lot of car doors.
That's like Car Door Simulator 2016.
How many were
They
They
open?
should make a
Can't
game
wait.
entirely
How
by
many
closing
what?
the doors.
How many were opened?
Apparently, over 7,184 million doors were
I need
open.
those stats really quick.
Is that even a real
For
number?
reasons.
Fact checked it. Brian, do it.
No.
Good job. And let's see. It says something about some hours. So yeah, that's it. That's all they. There's more interesting facts, but that was the only one that. I mean, the door closing one
I
was.
don't know about
just
you
kinda-
guys, but I can't wait to close me some doors.
Yeah, I mean, the
That's
division.
why I buy the game.
The division. Well, I mean, okay,
It should be an
so
achievement.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna skip out on the division. I don't look forward to it. I just don't. Can't. I mean, it looks like a game
I
with so much
sense
hype.
another Destiny, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. I hang my head. I hang my head in shame.
What's wrong with Destiny? You never even said.
Do we really want to go to that subject?
I will.
Well,
I love
that's-
Destiny.
We ain't gonna hit another subject if we do.
I mean, it's up to you guys. If we want to talk about Destiny, we can talk about Destiny.
Never mind.
It's been beaten with a dead horse.
I'm just gonna sit over here and love it, and they can sit over there and hate it. I don't care.
I'll do it like I did the dog.
Nope, debate now. Go.
But
Another bit of money grab.
But okay, just for a quick fire round, will you play the Division?
Division? No, not unless I see something good out of it. Division, yes. Destiny, no.
But you just said you're gonna buy it.
That's why I said yes.
Ryan, are you gonna play it?
I'm gonna wait for a week and see if it sucks, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I bet you it's gonna be broken when it comes out.
Yeah,
Broken is a
never.
motherfucker.
You never pre-order a game, and you never buy it until like a month after it's out. That's just the rule.
That's what it's
How
getting
did you
to
get
now.
your Pip-Boy for Fallout 4?
Okay, you pre-order it for the perks.
Yeah.
Don't pre-order
Well,
a game if
let's
there's
go
nothing
over
like.
something.
She stabbed a couple people.
Let's go over something
It
real
wasn't
quick.
easy.
At
I
my
almost
house, I
fucking
get ready
lost
for
it.
midnight.
Bethesda.
I tried to
spent-
change my address, and they almost canceled the order completely, and I was like
That
about to
was a
slap
mess.
somebody.
That was a
Yeah.
mess. I felt really bad for you.
Oh,
Or you just get it digitally and get it at midnight and can play it right away. That's what I did.
Can't get the Pip-Boy with that.
Don't need the Pip-Boy. I have Fallout 4.
that's like the only game I've ever pre-ordered, and that was for the Pip-Boy only.
Let's be fair. Fallout 4 is a
I
lot
can
different.
respect that.
Because it took Bethesda, 8 years to make that game? They started working on it after 2007.
No, they started like right after Fallout 3.
Right.
Like in
It's
secret or whatever,
2007,
yeah.
isn't it?
Was it different people that did New Vegas then?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Obsidian
Yeah.
did that.
Obsidian did that, and they do
why it
most of
wasn't that
their
great.
expansions, or like not expansions, but
You take
Remakes,
that back,
kind
you
of.
whore.
All right.
Which
I don't
on
look
another,
too much into that. What?
I was gonna say, which on another side note, there's rumors going around they're gonna make another New Vegas expansion,
Oh,
but
nice.
I don't know anything about
That's
that.
weird.
Just
As
thought
far as
that
I know, they're not.
Probably,
'Cause after they
like,
finish,
New
It
Vegas
wouldn't
was
make
based
any
off of
sense.
Fallout 3, just like an expansion. So
You mean
they'll
like
probably,
New Vegas 2?
they'll probably,
You mean like New Vegas 2, like a new game?
Like old Vegas?
they'll probably like copy
Good joke.
the stuff out of.
10 out of 10.
They'll
Nah.
do,
Now, see, the next one's gonna be
Don't do
Fallout
it.
China, and
Okay,
you're just
I
gonna
would
be
New
walking
York.
I would buy
around.
that.
You're just
Hold on,
gonna be
hold on.
walking around. Everything's normal. Then everybody's like, "What's going on with America
Sam.
right now?"
Warlords! I want to hear what you were saying. They're
Is
going
it
to do what?
still going to be Vegas?
I don't know, but I'm just saying like that's probably what they'll do since it did go off so well. They'll probably pick another part out there, like to expand into, or maybe another
Like in the West?
something else happens. Yeah,
Probably another big city.
I want
Yeah.
Fallout Canada.
and do they'll do how they did.
Excuse
They
me.
took Fallout 3 and turned it into New Vegas because that's what Obsidian normally does. Is they expand on a game and like kind of remake it in another setting. So they'll probably do that with Fallout 4.
Oh, so
if-
they're
what if they
responsible
made,
for
like-
Assassin's Creed?
Huh?
So they do Assassin's Creed?
No, they
Same
are.
shit,
They're the
different area?
they're the
Yeah.
company that Assassin's Creed based all of their shit on.
So what if
That's
they
a
did
joke.
like for the next New Vegas or whatever, the like California, because California is actually like basically turned into an entire like Republican shit now, so it's gonna be like completely different than the other parts of the wasteland.
Yeah, that
Might
would
be
be
kind of interesting to do.
that'd be a good one to do.
I just want one in the middle of the ocean.
Fallout.
That's called Bioshock.
You
No.
got
Atlantis.
Fallout
No,
Hawaii.
on top
No,
of
like,
the water, just like on barges. Just fucking
There's
jump from barge to
Mirelurks
barge.
everywhere.
Fallout
They
Indonesia.
could do that because that's where the Enclave. That's how they survived.
They already have
Remains
those
of the
fucking
Seventh Fleet.
mutated dolphin things,
That,
whatever those
that
are.
one set of Minutemen / Raiders that were on like a fuck ton of barges in Fallout 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Noble
what I
City.
want.
Yes, but they managed to
Yeah,
crash the
oh,
boat into a
look at
bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like going back to the Division real quick. I mean, I've seen people play it. I've watched people on Twitch play it. I've watched YouTube videos of it. I don't know, man. I'm just not impressed with it. Like I'm sure they put a lot of work into it, but
They put a lot of work in closing doors.
Yeah, they did. I mean, that's a lot of doors being
Closing
closed.
doors, some flurries going across the screen, some shadows.
Well, only if you put it into E3 mode, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're gonna have the second beta, which is coming out. I think.
It actually does look a
18th.
lot better on PC. I watched a comparison of that the
Well,
other
that
day.
doesn't-
Everything looks better on PC.
Yeah, that shouldn't surprise anyone.
I'm
Sure,
surprised
Travis
as
couldn't
shit.
Count for
See,
that.
I knew Dakota would be surprised. That's why I said it.
That's because I don't play on PC.
It's gonna look like 10 times better on PC, I'm sure.
Everything.
I
does.
take that back. I bought a game on PC the other day. I bought Undertale.
I might just buy it on PC just for
I've
that.
heard a lot about that game, but never
That's
even
why I bought Fallout
seen
4
what it
again.
is.
Game is funny. as
But like,
Is it?
shit.
I just don't even know, man.
It's
I mean, the
maybe
second
tells
beta.
what it is.
Obviously, they're gonna need 2 betas or more than one.
Well, this
beta.
one's going to be an open beta,
Two
so
betas.
you don't have to pre-order or anything like that to get in. So if you want to try it and see if it sucks, now's the time because it's for free.
Well, see, I tried
So there will be
Destiny
an
and I really
alpha
liked
beta
it
and
in
a
the
beta beta.
But then it turned out the beta was on, or the full game was just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great explanation of it.
Well, I mean, I think the Division's gonna have a good campaign, but we
No.
don't know.
Let
We
me,
ain't about to
let me,
yourself.
let me say something on
Don't
the-
assume shit. You only make an ass out of yourself.
Let me say, on the Destiny front, the only reason I stopped playing it is because these two stopped playing it. If they'd have kept playing it,
Blame it on us.
No.
We're the
No, that's a
scapegoat.
really good excuse though, because
It's not fun if
I
you
didn't
can't play
get
with
the
somebody
Taken King
else.
when it first came out, and I had no one to play with because if you didn't get the Taken King, it basically took out like the whole point in playing the game because you couldn't do anything. So I had nobody to play with, and I didn't play. And now I've got the Taken King, and I play all the time.
See, that's the thing about it for me. To me, it's not a good game if you can't play it by yourself. Like, if you can have fun playing with other people, and that game mode is also amazing and, has full of content and everything, and you can play it with a friend and have fun, that's great. But what happens when that guy can't get on and play when you want to play?
Well, there's a lot
now
that
you have the
can
single player
grind.
experience that you can do yourself.
See, that's like
There's a lot that you
with
can grind in that
Minecraft
game
and
to do by
GTA
yourself
and stuff.
still.
Like I
Yeah.
can't play it unless I've
That
got
does not
everything to go.
constitute
Grinding, WoW has kind of
It is.
taught people that. or
Some
at least
people, it's
a lot
different.
of people that. Yeah, grinding is just so boring to me when I could just.
I can't
play
stand
the
grinding.
game.
That's part of the
Right.
reason that when you tried to get me to play World of Warcraft a long time ago, remember
Yeah.
that when we had that you set up that thing or whatever?
The
for
trial
World of Warcraft?
So you're
Yeah.
not gonna get the new
And-
Titanfall then?
But
I'm not gonna get it because I didn't like the first one, so they don't get my business now.
Well, I mean, so you wouldn't buy any multiplayer only game then?
Probably not.
I will probably get Titanfall 2 because it's going to have a single player campaign, but
Unless it's something set in like one of my like favorite settings or something like a Mass Effect game, then I'm not gonna buy multiplayer only.
and also I'm not going to buy multiplayer only if it's going to be $60. That's just
yeah,
it's like half a game.
unless
Yeah,
it's
we-
an MMO like that expansive of a game as in World of Warcraft or something.
Destiny.
because untight.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, well I said
more
60.
expensive version of a better game.
You're right. I'll pay 60 for an expensive MMO, but not 120.
Well, if you get it now, it's only 60, which is the only thing that's ever made me mad about Destiny
Well, here's the thing though.
is that you get that and all the DLCs now for $60. When
I know.
I was like a year one person and I got to pay like for all the DLCs. That's the
Exactly.
only problem I've ever had with Destiny, and I was actually super pissed about that for a long time.
That's why I'm still pissed about because I paid $60 for the original game, and then if somebody new comes in,
Yep.
they pay the same amount and get double the content.
I only got the DLCs because people got them for me.
So I've got the $60 version. I don't
that
have
fan
any of
base.
the DLCs. Yep.
that lazy
fan base.
base. He's the one that got the Taken King for me.
Oh yeah, Lazy Stream 2K16 is the official hashtag of the year, by the way. So,
Yeah.
He
is
did already stream technically.
Is this the naked
year.
guy you were talking about?
that doesn't count.
I was there.
That doesn't count though. He streamed for what, 3 minutes?
He didn't even. It was like lagging out the whole
He
Yeah.
turned his stream on and turned it off.
Yeah.
He didn't
It
turn
does
it
not
off. It
count.
stopped. It wouldn't start for him. It
But-
like lagged the whole time.
But we briefly talked about that on one of the
You're
other
lazy.
podcasts, I believe. Is like if Rainbow Six Siege was one of the games that did that, where they're saying, "Hey, Rainbow Six is coming out. It's gonna be great. All the fans like me were excited for it." And then they're like, "Oh, by the way, there's no single player, but we're still gonna charge you $60." I mean, like I said before, and I still stand on that. You cut 50% of the game, and you still sell for 100% of the price. It's kind of just not cool.
Half the deals for
But-
twice the price.
Yeah, it's like half the gameplay. Now people are saying, "Oh,
That
but
should be their slogan.
but the people are
stole
saying, "Oh, the
that.
terrorist hunt's fun on it." I was like, "Well, that's sure, but that's gonna turn into the whole grinding thing eventually." Once
Yep.
you clear out all amazing 5 maps that's in the game.
I
and
think
then you
there's
get
only
back
certain games that can actually work for, and if they do that,
MMOs.
they need to
Doo-doo.
make it like doo-doo. They need to make it like $40 or something.
stuff.
No! Not the day.
That inside joke. Anyway,
it just
but-
depends. Grinding isn't that bad though. Like if they
Depends
make
on
it
the
worth
game.
your while. Like the more
That-
rare stuff is, the more
that-
you're gonna feel like valid. Like it was valid to do the grinding. But if it's stuff that you can just like buy, I don't know. I don't like that.
Well,
'Cause
grinding is relative for people like me. I
I like it.
hate
Few
grinding.
things out of my
I hate
nose.
it with a passion. But now the game I'm running is a game where you have to play the game 500,000 fucking times. It is nothing but a grind.
Yeah.
But this is enjoyable
So it
because
just
there's
depends.
But let me tell
Yeah.
you
so
something.
you do like it and you don't like it. It's just the setting.
Let me tell you something about that though.
I was just
That's
about to say
still-
something about the setting.
That still provides a challenge for you though.
yeah. I feel like
Because
I'm
that
actually
game-
gaining something instead of like.
It's not like you could go through the game and then just blow through everything.
For
Where it
example,
doesn't feel like it's...
I can't blow through everything on Destiny, and I'm almost
in
300
GTA
light.
Online, that's a game I only play when I have other people to play it because There's nothing to do in that game by yourself.
Well, there's a
Online.
difference between a game that is randomized every time that you try and find items in, and a game where you reach max level, have fuck all to do, and it's like, okay, if you get 50 more levels once you've reached the max, you can unlock this nice gun and have fun for 20 seconds.
Nah. With nobody to use it on.
Died.
Well, that 20 seconds better be worth it.
You guys try a raid and let me know.
But
See, I did do
I
raids.
have.
I did raids. in
Oh
it.
wait,
are fucking
Destiny
hard.
raids. Never mind. I thought you were talking about the 40 people.
You
ones.
try to blow through one of those by yourself, even at max light, you can't do it.
I will not try that because I'm so far behind on Destiny. So
You still gotta get it.
I know you're asking me to get it, and Lazy's asking me.
Well,
to
don't
get
get Black Ops 3. That's the worst game I've ever
That
played
is-
in my life.
Are you seriously
I will
gonna get it?
disown you if you get Destiny.
I probably, like I said, I
Beat
probably
your
won't
dumb
get it
ass.
because I mean,
We're just gonna have a fundraiser and get it for you then.
no.
And then you'll play it.
It's the way she got it.
At least that's not how. Well, actually, yeah. I don't think I've ever paid for anything for Destiny by myself
Well, I mean that's
or Black Ops. Well, that
People-
was a fluke
people like
though.
to
I
watch
turned on
you.
my Xbox and Black Ops 3 was downloading onto my Xbox.
Did that
I don't
ever-
know how it happened. I
that's
don't
still not
fucking know.
explained, right?
Magic.
Unexplained.
Yeah. She literally
Wibbly
turned on her
wobbly,
Xbox,
Tommy Limey.
and Black Ops 3 was sitting in her prepared to install
installing.
file.
Like
It was
that.
installing.
Absolutely
Casper
free.
the Donator.
No, I don't even know.
You bought it in the future. You
Somebody
just don't know
game
yet.
shared it apparently.
Yeah, my Xbox has to be like connected with somebody else's profile.
I think someone just screwed up, and they were like, it's just one game.
Yeah, and I got like the pre-order version
Oh,
that's got like all the
that's
bonus
I forgot
maps and
about that.
everything,
That's
and I'm
something we
like,
could have talked about.
It's not
What?
one game.
Yesterday when me and Brian were playing GTA, this random ass motherfucker started messaging me asking me if I would game share GTA with him. He's like, "I'll give you Halo,"
Oh my
and I
gosh,
was like,
that's bad.
I
on
have Halo.
PlayStation.
That same
And
thing
then-
happened with me with Fallout 4. I turned on my Xbox and Fallout 4 was installing, and I was like, I got the Pip-Boy version though, I don't need this.
You have a
Yeah,
lot of
you
diehard
did.
fans, then.
Lucky.
And I'm pretty
It must
sure,
be the hair.
I'm pretty sure my
all
Xbox
there.
is connected to somebody else's account that's getting these games. And like they don't realize that I'm still like mooching off of them, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't even know who it would be.
Too bad it's only the lesser known games though.
Yeah, too bad it's not like the big games of the year.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
"Yeah,
Black
but all the
Ops.
big games have been shit."
There's only one big game of the year, and that was Fallout 4, and you got it. So you're good.
Yeah,
I got it twice.
And you're still playing through. You had you did that mission recently where you were fighting a death cloud. You had the Power Rangers of robots fighting with you, which was
Power Rangers? What?
yeah. There was like it was they were on a stage, right? Like near that house that you
Oh
fought
yeah,
death
that was
Did I hear
forever
Morphin' Tom?
ago. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it was like the Securitrons or whatever.
Oh,
And they were,
in
like,
the
yellow.
electrical.
In that settlement. It was like some
It
settlement.
was near a lake.
It's a.
It was
the-
near a lake.
It was
Yeah.
definitely in a settlement.
Was it?
Yeah, it was definitely.
I don't
It
think
was.
it. I don't think
It's
that's.
I know
a
what you're
settlement, is
talking
it?
about. It's,
It's
the
not a
electrician,
settlement that happens.
or not the
in.
electricians. It's a park,
Yeah.
like right above the junkyard that's inhabited.
Oh, it's by the
supermutants.
Swan. I think. Right?
Mastodon.
No, I don't fucking know. I haven't played.
This
It's
okay,
a-
hold on.
It's been forever
Hold
since I
on.
did that part. My memory
Sam,
sucks.
Dakota,
how
continue.
many hours have you played Fallout 4?
This isn't fair.
No,
I
I'm
know.
just no.
I
I'm,
believe him.
I'm
He's
asking
right.
you.
He's right.
About 15 days probably now.
Okay, so
He's right.
yeah, so I'm gonna take his word on it.
Go for it.
Since this guy.
Don't ever take my word. I was just bullshit my way through any conversation ever.
Well, like, no, the reason I brought that up is because those were the worst Power Ranger robots I've ever seen. Because
I accidentally shot one and then they all attacked me.
well, like, the first one went up to the Death Claw, and it, like, tased it, and then the Death Claw just goes, and just smacked its head all the way across the lake.
It died real fast.
And then, it was just funny to watch because
And
it's
then
just
they
like
turned
Power
on me,
Rangers
so
go.
I had to fight 3 fucking robots and a death claw.
Yeah, so you turned into Rita in about 1 minute.
I turned. Ugh.
Curse you, Power Rangers!
I mean, it's
That's
like,
Yeah,
I'm
they
still
told me
sad that
about
no one
the,
continued
the
my morphing
Thunderbolt.
call.
Your morphine?
Morphing.
Morphin.
He said Mastodon earlier.
Oh, did he? Oh,
I
I'm
heard him,
sorry.
but I'm busy.
Tyrannosaurus Rex!
I'm lagging.
Send that's last.
Saber-tooth tiger, because I'm a girl.
Yeah, well, I'm not the fucking pterodactyl.
Way to stereotype it up.
Well, I'm not Asian,
You
so
could be
it's
the
not
hot
a complete stereotype. It's
Green.
like a half stereotype.
I would not look
I'd
good
rather
in
be the
that.
Yellow Ranger than a Pink Ranger.
Oh, there you go. See, she'll be the Asian Ranger.
Fun
Oh,
fact
well, then
about
you're
that.
the. Fine, take it. I don't know what the pink one
Don't
was.
tell me
Fun
what
I don't
happened.
either. I just know I like the yellow one.
Fun fact about the
Dragon
Yellow
Sword?
Ranger in the original series that Power Rangers pulled from. That's a guy.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
in the Japanese version, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good
I'll-
to know.
Didn't one of the Power
It-
Rangers just go to jail for killing someone?
Right, one of their
that-
If you'll notice,
No,
Well, yeah, but like one
It
of
was the Red
Yeah.
Ranger from Wild Force,
Yeah,
and he was already being
No,
arrested.
it wasn't
for-
Wild Force.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was Samurai.
I think it was
It was
Samurai.
Samurai.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Wild Force.
It was
Because he
Samurai.
used a samurai sword.
Amos
And he
fucking
stabbed
stuff.
his
Yeah, he
roommate with a
ironically
sword.
used the samurai sword to
My
like, kill
world
him.
just got flipped upside down.
It's okay
But-
though, because no one watched Samurai anyway. So.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Who's that guy?"
I did.
But no, if you'll on the costumes, if you'll notice, the original Rangers, the yellow does not have a skirt. In the newer like series of Power Rangers, if it's a female, the character has a skirt.
Good.
So you can tell like if you're not like 7 years old or whatever that that's a dude.
They just look so different. I mean,
Everybody knows.
there was
skirts
even
are
a
good for
height
battle.
difference compared to
It
like
would depend
Japanese
on the
version.
skirt.
Oh, yeah.
Version.
But when
It's
you're a
advanced
kid, you're
mobility.
watching, you're like, this is so awesome, and you don't even notice that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not like as a 7-year-old kid you're gonna sit there and be like, "Man, that person's 7 inches shorter. I wonder what's going on here."
Yeah, exactly.
But all right. So what were we talking about? The single player, multiplayer thing,
Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
right? Yeah. So any input on that, Travis?
Nope.
You got anything?
Nope.
Do you have any
I just
preferences?
want-
Oh wait, we were going around, weren't we? We just completely like lost that.
I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking
This
about.
was supposed to be a casual podcast with no topics, and then shit got crazy at the end.
Oh, wait.
Shit got topical.
Did we even go to you on that?
Yeah, yes.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the one that divulged our fucking past.
Wait, what?
Doesn't even
Brian's like, I just woke up.
I just got here, guys. What are you talking about?
But, well, I mean, we also asked about, like, if it works one way, why doesn't it work the other? Like, you know, just what's that game I mentioned
What do you
earlier?
mean
Is that
turning
a
Call of
catch-up?
Duty into like single
Are you
player
finding
only?
a catch-up?
No.
Yeah, like they talked about cutting
Oh,
single player
Rainbow
Call of
Six.
Duty.
You're
Rainbow
talking about
Six, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, they
So okay,
That's a
so
catch-up.
here's my philosophy on that. If you're gonna charge me $60, you better include $60 worth of content. Don't you ever say this game's gonna be $59.99 and you're gonna cut out $30 worth of content, aka single player, aka I don't know.
Well, what if the campaign would suck anyways?
It doesn't matter.
Well, that
At least
was-
And then you
would
just
still
don't
be
play
playing
it.
campaign.
That's the point I made
Then
last time
Then
we
you're
talked
just
about
salty.
it. Was that if they were going to do something like that, then they would have to.
I like salt.
Well, what if the multiplayer sucks?
That's basically Black Ops
So
3.
if you're a
Yeah,
This is what you're wanting to buy here, buddy.
The campaign sucked. The multiplayer. Well, the multiplayer wouldn't be that bad because Black Ops multiplayers aren't bad. It's just like the game chat's broken most of the time, and then like you can't connect most of the time. So once they fix the bugs,
It's like the good old days of the Master Chief collection when it came out.
And still,
You know what popped up on my Facebook today about the memories that Facebook does? Remember that picture that we put up, Reed, a long time ago as a joke? It's like that face we make when we're trying to find games in Master Chief Collection. You have to
I
remember
don't
that?
remember that.
You don't remember that at all? Because, like, I put it up and I was going to tag you in it, and I said, look at my Facebook, look what I tagged, and I just had a face going, you know, like, because it took us, what, an hour to find a game?
Dude, I think it was longer than an hour.
Yeah, but, like, they fixed that. But
We were like all excited about it. Like, dude, let's play Master Chief Collection as soon as we get it. 4 hours later. Yeah, we played a match!
4
you
hours
actually
is
bought a
being
game
nice.
and thought you could immediately play it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Well, I
this
mean, you used to could do that.
was 343's first attempt at it, though.
nothing multiplayer.
So.
You can't do that,
I mean, you thought, like, okay, well, Bungie knows who they're picking, right?
right?
Did Bungie pick them, or
They did.
343 just kind of be like, all right, we're taking the shit now.
They did pick.
They
but
invaded and they were like, fuck you guys, it's ours.
They trusted 343 with the title so Bungie can go on and work on different projects, like Destiny.
AKA.
But the 343 was, I mean, they killed it for a while. Halo 5 is better, but it's the closest thing to Halo 3. If you look at its predecessors, you know, Halo 4 was just garbage and it was a shit stain.
Not to like hate on Halo, because I love the series, but I think Halo has kind of run its, like,
You should
course.
stop that sentence where it's headed right now.
Yeah.
It kind of
And-
has run.
Yeah,
If you
yes,
start out-
yes, Halo definitely should just stop right where they are and just.
Or change developers.
If you start out a sentence with "not to hate on this," but then you're definitely about. It's like,
Well, I mean,
no offense, but you're
it's-
about to be
No,
offended.
I'm hating on the
kinda-
fact that it's lasted too long past
Yeah.
its prime. Like, it was a really good game. It was a really good series. I still love playing the campaigns on them. But they've just milked it so much now to where it's like, yeah, a new Halo's out. And then, like, a month later, you're like, wait, I forgot Halo even came out.
Like, I got the collector's edition
That's
of
you
Halo
being
3.
jaded. That's not Halo
and,
being any
like,
different.
They had the writers at Bungie saying that they were going to kill Master Chief. They're like, yeah, we finally made the decision to kill Master Chief in Halo 3. And Halo 3, you think that motherfucker dies, but no, you do the Legendary campaign, and motherfucker's alive!
Talk as me.
For a brick, he landed pretty good.
Yeah!
I'm joking.
But you got that, and then Breed, I got bad news for you. They've announced that the series is going to go on for another 10 years. So,
Well, it looks like I'm buying another 10 years worth of Halo.
we'll see how long it takes them to make
I
it.
own every Halo game up until now, so I'm not going to stop buying them.
I think they've announced
That is
Halo Wars
Wars,
2.
what that is.
I don't know anything about it, though. I was hoping
I guess maybe they
something
should just, like, change up what they do in Halo. Maybe it shouldn't always be about Master Chief. But last time they tried that, it went down the shitter with ODST and no one liked it.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a tactical shooter like Republic Commando, except in the
Yes.
Master Chief universe. Or in the Halo universe.
I would play it.
I would play it. I would absolutely play the crap out of that. You know, have the planet system like Mass Effect.
With a series that has the kind of lore that Halo does, the expansive universe, like, it's always good to look at different aspects of what's going on in that universe. Like, look at different stories in there, and not just the same, here's Master Chief, he kills some aliens, he wins.
Yay!
Like,
It's like
we've seen that story, like, 5 times now.
And then here's you playing as the Covenant in the next one. Ooh.
Yeah, and then I thought the Covenant thing was pretty deep, but
You play as a grunt.
Dude, you're the most badass
You play
grunt
as the
ever.
kamikaze grunt.
yeah, I was gonna say the kamikaze gun. It's like press left trigger to unleash this grenade.
The game's
Right
over in
trigger.
like 2 minutes. You win!
It's like playing as the ticker on the horde mode, the beast mode or whatever.
Unless they start out,
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're a suicide grunt, you kill Master Chief.
That's the perfect game.
And
It
that's how the next part of the series starts.
I'm
But
I
gonna
would
tell you
pay
right
for
now, talking about playing as like the grunt character from the enemy you usually kill in a game. I've never had more fun than playing beast mode in Gears 3 and playing a ticker and just running up going, "Hello, Derek Bar!" and killing like 4 fucking people. It is amazing.
But or if you're a ticker and you get stuck on the stupid fucking barbed wire that the AI keeps putting up, and it takes like 50 minutes to run through it, and by the time you run through it, your health is that much, and there's like,
You stop playing well.
I use
You
the
need
butcher.
to get good, bruh.
I use the butcher.
Yeah.
That's all.
You
That's
could just play as the grunt and run up and like explode on Master Chief and kill him, and then it's just like, yay!
Have the grunt birthday party on the
Grunt
tree.
birthday
Yay.
party theme song
Roll credits! Yay!
But so I don't know exactly where we're going with this, but
I'd like to go back to, you mentioned when they tried to like branch off and that everybody hated on ODST. Who all hated on Reach? Because that wasn't exactly like
love
I
Reach.
didn't like
that
it.
was not. You didn't like
I
it?
didn't like it.
Did you like it?
I love Halo Reach.
I love Halo
Did
Reach.
you play it?
Yeah, so.
Dakota?
I loved it.
but
So
I mean, I'm okay with things being repetitive,
You
so
love it.
I like Halo for what it is.
Yeah.
I'll be
did-
fair.
You're
I was
always
really
right
good
there.
at it when I was drunk.
I love the ending of Reach. You have to admit the ending was good.
Yeah, the ending was pretty cool.
No,
Like
we
when you're
already-
on that planet and you survive as long as you can, and eventually you run out of ammo.
wait, spoilers.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
listen!
Shut
Okay,
your
listen
mouth,
here.
Sam.
Listen here. If you haven't played Halo Reach,
He doesn't
Well, the thing
play
about
I
it.
don't
Reach
feel
is-
bad for you.
Going in, you knew the ending was going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like the story
They
of how
already
Halo
had the
started.
The very
So-
first opening cutscene.
Like, you know it's going to
Yeah,
end
it's
badly,
got a hole in your
but
helmet.
you still
Yeah.
want to get there and find out what happens. I like
All
that
of that,
story.
and in that universe, everybody with the fucking Arbiter and Master Chief always dies.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Super spoilers.
You can't
But-
kill Sarge.
I love the multiplayer in Reach.
Yeah, I'm
Because,
pretty sure
like,
he survived Halo 3.
People like shit on Reach so much. I'm like, why? Because you weren't good enough. Because that game you had to actually time your shots. You had the reticle that bloomed. You know, the only thing that was cheap was freaking armor lock.
I loved Armor Lock.
Jetpack.
You are there's a special
Okay,
place in
bitch.
hell for people like you that loved armor lock.
You're
Because
that guy.
it bounced like my plasma.
Everybody
grenade.
hates it. I'm going to do it.
It literally took like 25% of the way I played multiplayer out because someone's like,
You're like the
I just wanna-
shotgunner with a secondary rocket launcher, aren't you?
No,
No, that's
I actually
right.
hate the rocket launcher.
I just want all the listeners to realize that if you could see everybody's mind, Amos just immediately, as soon as Reed said that, or, I mean, Epidemic, sorry.
I don't care, say my name.
Alright.
Oh.
My name!
You go say my
He
name.
gave Reed death stares and went,
God damn.
You!
Yeah, you!
He
What I loved
looks
about
so
Armor Lock was
defeated
like,
now. He's like
it was a
hanging his
melee.
head.
It was like a melee range
I'm
noob
disappointed.
combo from
Yeah.
like Halo 2, where you could do the
Yeah.
plasma pistol into the battle rifle. It was like somebody come up to try to beat you down, and you're just like, nope, and you kill them.
Well, see, here's-
That's why I loved it.
I
here's what
always
I
use
was-
the needler.
Here's why I was disappointed, because Reed was one of my main battle buddies, and he sits there and betrays me by saying he likes armor lock.
Well, I mean, it's also fun when the vehicle's coming at you, armor lock, and you blow them up.
I just stick it when it goes by.
Reed, as long as you're on my team, I'll
Well,
wait.
somebody doesn't have your skills.
Well, let's use skill in air quotes.
The only thing I used
lost
armor
your
lock for
shield.
was
I
to
have.
dance around on Brian's head in armor lock.
Well,
That was the only
talking
use
about-
for that skill.
cheap things in that game. Everybody loved this freaking ability, but I absolutely hated it, and that was the damn jetpack.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated the jetpack. I had that theory
Another
that
image
jetpack
move.
would give you an extra shot before you died.
It was
That
fun in
was
custom games.
that was my game's clay
'Cause it was
pigeon.
like-
So just
What were custom games?
Be a dick to your friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like be a dick reach.
Dick reach.
But
And
like,
you just went there.
well,
Yeah.
you know, we faced a lot of jetpackers when we played. Well, not competitively, but when we played in the ranked matches, there was a lot of people that were saying, "Oh, jetpacks are legitimate," and I'm like, "It's not legitimate if you have to use it to get to a
Well, I
place
mean,
that nobody else can get."
Honestly, if it's in the game and it's usable, it's legitimate, but some things just make it feel like, it's a cheap kill.
What you're looking for, the phrase is dick move.
to. Yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah, it's a
just
legitimate
like crab walking
thing,
in
but
Gears.
Like
It's still a
camping. It's a legitimate strategy.
Oh my god.
It is.
You're the guy that's like, oh, they put it in the game, so I'm gonna use it.
it's in the
Absolutely.
game.
But
That's
you
fine.
know
That is
you're
how-
being an asshole. You
like-
just know.
In competitive Mortal Kombat, if you
Mhm.
want to be the best, you have got to use the most broken motherfucker in the game, or you're not
That's
winning
sad.
the tournament.
That's like using the Kirby in fucking
So-
Smash.
I'd be
Exactly.
You're that kind of person that plays Kirby, sucks somebody up. and
Actually,
jumps
I
off
was
the
gonna say, if I was playing, I would be Kirby, suck him up, and just jump off the map.
Yeah.
That would be the guy that would be.
And then
That's
just
about the
whack.
only move I know by Kirby.
map.
No, you gotta
That's
do
the only
time
move
where
you
go,
fucking
"Ah!"
need.
But no, if you're playing Smash Brothers and you're not playing Captain Falcon and Falcon punching people, you are not playing Smash Brothers
You are
correctly.
not
I
playing.
play
Always
Samus.
we're not living the life.
I play as Samus and I blow your ass off the map with
Samus
that
is
charge
cool.
cannon. It
Samus
takes
is cool.
2
I will
minutes.
give you Samus. Samus is cool.
I mean,
Yeah, Sam is cool.
I did pretty good
Thank
using
you.
Samus.
Samus is
Thank you,
fun.
Itch.
Samus is just fun to play with.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Samus.
Oh!
The
Well, no,
Yeah,
what made it
now.
funny was because Brian was like, yeah, Sam is pretty cool. And then she was like, Samus is fun to play with.
Excuse me, I retract that statement. Let me rephrase.
There's a lot of statements that need
The
to be
female character
air
in Super Smash
redacted.
Bros. Samus.
Where's Lazy when you need
When you
it?
go back and look
I'm
at
so
it,
confused.
everything is redacted.
I swear to God, I could just slap him in the face so many times when he's here.
And
I
then
can't wait to-
And please
the
edit that
podcast-
part out about me saying I'm going to slap him in the face that many times.
No.
He won't watch it. Lazy, you won't watch this podcast, will you?
Lazy, if you watch this podcast, I'll give you $10.
Oh.
And he
But
just
nobody
earned
tell
$10.
him.
No,
Let him
I
do
can
it.
tell him. I may drop a subtle hint.
Don't.
And then when we
Oh my
actually
God.
like,
If anybody hints at it, I'm not giving him the money.
Fair enough. You were
So
saying
he has to
oh,
watch it on his own.
I was gonna say, and now when
He
the
has to do
podcast
it
actually
fine.
starts, it's gonna go. Well, the first take of the podcast went kind of weird, so we just decided to redo it.
Yeah, well, you didn't get to watch the
Outtakes.
the unreleased version, so that doesn't count.
Hey, go to our Patreon for the unedited one.
I don't. Anyway, but so okay. So Halo, what exactly are we gonna go back to on this? Because we talked to. Oh, I know where we go off that. What about crab walking and Gears? Reed, you know all about that.
Here's the thing about that is, I just said that if it's in the game, you should use it. That
But
does
you're
not
about to
apply
immediately-
to glitches.
No, they put it in the game.
They did not put it in the game themselves.
Well, they didn't take it
Players
out.
exploited the glitch that allowed them to do that.
What is
And
crab walking?
when they
How do you
made
know they
people
don't
that
put
don't
glitches
know.
there on purpose?
when they made Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is a remake of the game using the old code, they eliminated Kung Fu flipping and crab walking, thereby proving that they did not want that in the game in the original.
But what about when you have a weapon or a strategy in the game, and then that strategy or weapon gets nerfed?
Or taken out completely.
What are you trying to ask about that?
Like say the booger gun, nuke combo.
What about it? If it gets nerfed,
Yeah,
And
like
I mean-
how.
it
You
got
just-
nerfed. You're gonna have to find a new strategy to win.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that.
But what if you find your
They
old
take-
strategy through glitching?
So if you find
the glitch-
if you find the booger gun able to use the booger gun as it was before,
Yes.
after it got nerfed,
And then, what, use it?
I guess
Go
you
for
use it. I mean, that's kind
Then
of
there you
a
go.
vague area.
I wish they would have left the kung fu flipping gear. So
That was fun as hell, but yeah, they took it
I don't
out.
know what the fuck you people are talking
Okay,
about.
right.
You're crab walking and you're
Okay,
kung fu
right.
flipping.
Okay.
Dude,
Next.
no, you gotta tell them about how I stole the sniper from you with it.
I'll get to that in a second. Explain to Brian what crab walking is.
Basically, your
Are you
character
walking
looks
around
like...
live going, woo, 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 woo,
No. Your character looks like he's having like a spasm and stroke, and he's like this as you're like running around.
I could not take
And
this toy
the
back.
character's flipping back and forth like this, and I don't know why that looks like a crab, but that's what everybody called it.
Right.
And
You
then,
went like
you know what
twice
kung
as fast
fu,
or something.
kung fu flipping is?
He didn't.
Rowdy running
He didn't
around.
play Gears.
No, I didn't play the first
Okay,
Gears.
so you know how you can like leap over coverage, leap over cover when you push forward A.
I had
Well,
one of those.
If you pushed forward A as you had your screen looking directly above your character, and then pulled back and hit like X or something, I can't remember the buttons, your character would just literally flip through the air and go backwards like 10 feet. And so people were using that to get like out of the map and glitch their way out, and then shoot people from outside where their bullets would hit the walls and stuff and actually couldn't go through and hit them.
Yeah.
But theirs, for some reason, could.
No, that's a bitch move. Yeah.
Sync
But
to something.
we were playing one day, and Amos spawned in front on canals where everybody loves to run and get the snipers on the bridges. And I was like, Amos, I bet I can get that sniper before you can.
Wait, I should have known at this point something was up.
You
Go
should
on.
have.
He
It's
was like,
about that time.
I was like, I bet I can get the sniper before you can. He was like, that's bullshit. And so we took off running, and I ran under the bridge, got on the first little piece of cover there, and kung fu flipped up right as Amos was getting to the sniper, and I slid and grabbed it out of the way, and he was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Dude, I even started in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You spawned in the front.
And I was like, I'm gonna get there, and Reed just drops out of the air like a paratrooper, picks it up, and he's just like,
I
well,
only did it
look at
one
that.
time, but you gotta admit, it was freaking hilarious.
No, it was. That was like one of the best moments to remember because that was so freaking
Xbox
funny.
record that.
Yeah, only that was
Yeah,
the
I
thing at
wish.
that point.
Because like chances are, if I would have got it, I would have missed every single shot.
I don't
And then
remember
shot
what
one of my
happened after I
allies.
picked it up. I probably ran around the corner and got a headshot off, but that's not the point.
But I mean, those were some good times though. There was the roadie run glitch, and then there was the backflip, which the backflip was used a lot in Mansion. I think was it Mansion, where like you can go behind those
It was
rocks.
Fuel Depot, where they would like get out behind the fence and like
Yeah.
run around behind the warehouses and shit.
Right, but there was another one.
Yeah, it was I think it was Mansion, where they could get out by the boom shot and like stand around behind the bushes and everything.
Wait, was that Mansion?
I never played
Boom
Gears
shots
of
outside.
War.
Mansion.
Multiplayer.
Mansion
Yeah,
that
it's
spawned
pretty
in
much two or
the
three
outer
people here.
court in front of the
Yeah.
mansion.
I was
And
way
you
too
could,
newbie at Xbox.
Kung
No,
Fu flip out of
multiplayer
those
existed
and
even.
look back in through it.
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
the geezer in the room, so
Yeah.
I remember older games than.
I don't even
everybody
think I
else.
knew about
What was it like
multiplayer
playing
till,
on an
like,
Atari
Halo 2.
2600 ring?
I actually have played an Atari because my dad owned one. And
Yeah,
I
that's
played,
why I'm asking.
I played,
Shout out to Michigan.
I played Dig Dug, and that game was awesome.
It doesn't make you old that you've played older games. We all have access to the same.
He's the oldest person
No,
in this
but his
room.
dad is old.
Well, you played them when they were new.
No, you said you were
All of
like.
our dads are old.
No, you just said you were like newbie back then, and I was like,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I'm older,
like,
so I was.
I don't think
not
I
quite
even
like
knew
that.
about multiplayer until like Halo 2, and I was like, holy shit, I can play with other people?
Whoa!
Whoa! And I'm like killing them?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
we were doing that on LAN with Halo 1
Yeah.
at Tech Day and shit.
Yeah.
I think I did LAN stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
I didn't do like online multiplayer.
Well, I
just
think Halo
was
2 was actually the first
oblivious.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
For, like,
Halo.
consoles?
Yeah, it was the first major one for consoles with Xbox Live.
Yeah.
That was the first big, other than like Counter Strike and stuff on PC.
Yeah.
Because I remember I
And
would go
I've
to
never had a good computer.
I would go to
my entire
Amos's
life,
house
so-
just to play that because he was the only one that had like Xbox Live with Halo 2, and I was
Yep.
like, so I'm coming over, right?
I used to be
And
so
good
good at
internet.
it.
Yeah, and good internet, which surprised me. You know, the train internet was just so fantastic.
Well, it's better than being out in the middle of
The
fucking
bush.
nowhere.
If
Yeah,
I-
that's another
I'll-
reason I never did it because we always had dial-up.
We'll say
Oh
this:
my god, dial up.
if there
Yeah.
were Wi-Fi that came off
Yeah.
trees, Sam, your house would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
They came
Like,
off of
hell
trees.
yeah.
You could have like had a whole internet cafe and still like streamed everything in the
You
world,
wouldn't
Yeah.
know?
and you still wouldn't have had any lag.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, me and Sam may or may not have mooched tons of hours off of Amos's internet for Halo 2 online.
Yeah.
never said you couldn't. So, but well, what? Okay, let me ask you this then. So we've pretty much covered our side of the room. So,
Sure.
what was your favorite multiplayer? What was one of your first multiplayer games, PC or whatever?
Wait, that was over.
Halo 3.
Wait, that was the question?
What?
No, I'm just saying that
He's
we kinda-
moving to another console.
Yeah, we kind of like.
Because you just happened to say that.
Oh, well, my first multiplayer game was Combat Evolved at Tech Day, Halo, and then online it was the original Gears of War.
Yeah, online for me was Call of Duty 2.
That's the first one you ever played online.
Yeah.
I was there.
I thought that was the question. That's what I was saying.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I probably didn't state it. I probably thought I stated it. But I
Yeah,
didn't.
no,
So
and
sorry.
that's still like even though everybody was still crazy about playing Halo 2 because it was backwards compatible on Xbox 360. I still preferred playing Call of Duty 2 back then to Halo 2.
I got you. I mean, that's what I was. I mean, I was a big Halo.
Oh shit! I guess Halo 2 would have been my first since I played at your house. But I guess the first one I played on my own internet in my own house would be the original Gears of War.
The one you didn't mooch off of.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, that was the place to be, man. Friday afternoons, we'd go over to somebody's house and play games. That's what we did. That was our thing. We even had a
Those
graduation party.
Those
for that.
days are so long gone now with online.
Nah,
It's so crazy.
we can fix that. We can fix that. Thank goodness we have
So,
certain internet.
going into a LAN party, I first met Amos about 5 fucking years ago at Ingles. And after a few months knowing him and playing Gears 2 with him, one of the things he said he wanted to do was to do a LAN party again, to get a bunch of people together. 5 years later, still hasn't done it.
What?
Told you, online kills it.
Still hasn't done a LAN party.
You know, it takes time, man. Careful planning.
The closest we
He's
ever
got to
come-
get the perfect building.
Yeah, man.
We
I'm
can-
like, I'm looking for a house. All right, cut me some slack.
5 years though.
Give me more slack.
5 years.
Give me more slack.
Brian, what was your first online game?
Besides Minesweeper.
Yeah, that 1v1 Minesweeper, that was hell, man. My first LAN was Battlefield 1942, and my first online game, I played Halo 3 with Drake, and it was just awful.
We gotta bring Drake in here one day.
I was about to say, one of these days I need to find out who this Drake person
No,
is.
you
Y'all are
don't.
y'all are always talking about this Drake character.
Drake is the...
From Drake and Josh,
Drake,
man. Come on.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to be
Drake is like the human version of a headache. Like, he is just... You just can't be around that kid for too long.
And yet you still keep him among the living.
Yeah.
What if you love headaches?
Well, then
What
you
if
need
you
to go.
I'll
want-
give you his number, and you guys can set something
And
up.
you just found your fetish in human form.
You know, you like keeping him around, you can keep him at your house. Just don't bring him the fuck near me.
You want to know about Drake? We went to the movies one night, all hanging out as friends. It was me, Travis, Brian, Drake, and 3 other people. And before the night ended, I threw floor tiles at Drake. I tried to hit him with a rake, and I threw a sledgehammer at him.
Yes, but you forget that night, the only way we allowed him in
Okay,
the
never mind. I
car
want to hang out
with
with
us.
Dakota.
That sounds like one hell of a party.
Oh, and when I know what you're gonna say. When we went to the movies, the only way we let Drake go was he had to sit in the trunk of a little 4-door sedan with Travis blaring heavy metal music and doing like 70 around curves.
And mind you, at every opportunity, I would slam the car's brakes, pull the e-brake, and make him hit the back of the seat.
You could
That's
hear him
exactly
hit
how
and
you
go,
make
oh!
our last.
So good.
And I would take off full speed
You
with
could
him
hear
in
him
the
rolling
trunk.
around.
And mind you, I had ammunition, a crowbar, a heavy metal plate, and a few other shit back there.
We don't
Sitting with him.
We don't need attempted murder on our podcast, man.
Yes, we do.
Attempted murder is what came after.
Just don't say
This
his
is
real
all
name.
figurative.
Yeah, if this were to hypothetically happen.
This didn't hypothetically happen. We went and watched Avatar in the movies about 3 years ago while we were still in high school and did this.
Disclaimer: do not try this at home.
Do not try this at home.
The only reason I did not try and kill Drake is because he won't let me.
I bet
I feel
most people wouldn't
responsible.
let you try and kill them.
Okay.
You've never met this person, have you?
Him, you would understand completely.
She's from New York.
I'm not from New York. I'm from Georgia.
He's actually from Georgia. He's from New York.
I lived in New York
You
for all
are from
3
New York
months.
because that's when I first met you. Was you living in New
So,
York?
the actual question.
Hey,
Now
we need to
we're
finish.
here.
Fuck your
We need to
question.
finish the story, please, about Drake in the trunk, and then we'll move on. We got Drake, or we came back home, and Travis was like, well, let's leave Drake in the trunk. Well, I thought it would be funny to like try to steal Travis's keys and let Drake out, and then sneak back in, but then I forgot.
We left Drake in the trunk after we came back from the movies
We all
for about an hour.
We thought of the joke of leaving him in the trunk, and then we actually forgot him on the way to the house.
Because he stopped making the oof noises every time we hit a curve.
And like, I was texting Drake, and I was telling him like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna sneak out there and do this." And then I forgot, and then he texted me like an hour later. He's like, "Hey, have you got the keys yet?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Then Travis couldn't find his fucking keys, so like his window was cracked about that much, and I go diving through the fucking window, and I like hit the hit the latch on it, and let him out.
Oh, and let me say, I said that stuff I did to Drake about hitting him with the rake and throwing the tile and throwing the sledgehammer at him. The reason I did that was because he leaned against my car. I mean, literally, he just like sat up against my car, and I'm talking to Travis. Travis just stops me talking, points. I look over, and I dead-eye Drake and just walk straight towards him. And I go and sit next to my car next to him like, Drake, you're going to die. Next thing I know, Travis walks up and smacks him with a fucking cane in the ankle. So Drake hits the ground. And he's like, oh, and then he runs off.
On the next podcast, when Dakota, Travis, and Brian aren't here for being booked for assault, you'll know why.
Yeah, I can just hear it now. Next compilation.
Try and take me, motherfucker.
I'm not positive a cop wouldn't shoot Drake on site for no reason.
We'll get to that.
If hypothetically all of this actually happened,
Sorry, Laura's birthday's tomorrow, so that was Laura.
This did happen. Bring it, cops. Fuck the police.
I'm officially not part of this podcast anymore.
Scott and Sloth are the only ones not a part. They're guests. Everybody else, accessories to murder.
It's going to take a long walk
Samuel
to my
is
door.
in no way connected to Samuel Wilson.
My
No
Xbox
way.
just turned on.
Yeah, the FBI's listening.
Anyway.
My controller
So-
was attached.
They're listening in now.
So you're telling me Xbox heard murder and it turned on.
No, it'll turn on when I say PlayStation.
It's about to
sometimes.
sprout legs now.
I think it's
like
getting jealous that I'm
Transformers.
playing the PlayStation a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait,
Transformer
look for a
Xbox.
Decepticon emblem.
It says Xbox murder, and it's just like.
confirmed. Anyway,
So
alright.
it's
So,
a Decepticon. I knew it was the cool one.
what was your multiplayer game of choice when you were younger?
Oddly enough, it was Pokemon. It was an like the card game version. That was like the first thing I played on like online. Was multiplayer
An
Pokemon.
online card game.
Yeah.
Wait, the trading card game
Yeah.
on Game Boy?
No, it
No,
was
he's
like
talking
an
actual
online, like downloadable disc ones, like you got for free for like reading magazines back then. I
Nice.
downloaded it and fucking
I
played
didn't
it.
even know that existed. That's pretty
It
cool.
did.
You don't,
It's an old
you don't
ass one.
remember
It is an
the
old motherfucker too.
you don't remember the time that Pizza Hut would give out those old demo discs?
What?
You don't remember that?
I remember
You don't remember back when Pizza Hut was cool?
Yeah.
You
Are
got that
those
right
discs
from
like that
like
big
No matter
or
what
some
if
shit?
the
favorite
middle
game or
era
something,
of
you
all
just
of
sit over
us
there.
to get that.
Weren't they those
I
like
remember
little
the
bitty
discs.
discs or some shit?
Yeah, they were PlayStation 1 discs, and they would have like Crash Bandicoot, they would have Spyro
Sometimes
on
they
it.
would.
No, see, I remember those
Did they
being
look
in
like pizza
magazines
cereal?
at the store.
No,
I
they were
remember
discs.
having
They should have looked like
cereal.
pizzas, and then I probably would have.
This is what happens when
Like
I say
Xbox
what I do.
magazine and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in those magazines. I don't.
They were in
remember Pizza
magazines.
Hut.
They also
Oh.
gave away at Pizza Hut.
I remember that was where Star Wars Republic Commando, that's where I first heard about it, was in a magazine. And I cut it up and installed the disc out of it and played the demo.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, so not only do we have assault, we have theft.
No,
Well, they were
like,
Talking about theft, I mean, I got some stories.
No, we don't.
No, we
We
don't.
have no stories. This is all hypothetical.
It's a Pokemon.
This is all fiction.
This is all a dream. Wake up.
Man, you're good at
hypothetically
improv.
went into movie games.
I want to know Dakota's answer. Damn it.
What?
What?
The
No.
question.
Improv is nowhere
So-
near that easy.
The question was, what was the first game you played online, and what was your first LAN game? My first online game was Gears, and I played it on my uncle's console, the original Gears. I've
I knew
never.
there was a reason we were friends.
I don't know that I've ever technically played a LAN game before, like with another person. The closest equivalent was playing like Grand Theft Auto with my uncle when I was a kid, I guess. But I've never played with like another person who was like a friend I didn't, or somebody I just met. I've never done that. The first time I ever played with
Hey, come
somebody
to
I
my house and
didn't
play a
know,
slang game with me.
or somebody I knew, was Amos, and we played Gears 2. That's the first time I ever played online with the intention of playing with another person.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. But do our guests want to say anything? I'd love to hear
About
your
what
input.
was the question? I was upstairs.
I know one of you has been very silent.
When is your first assault? Or when was that?
One of our guests is
assault.
deaf, the other one is mute.
I've never
Scoot, please.
assaulted anyone.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You
Beat
play-
my uncle with
alright.
a crowbar once.
I can't guarantee that.
You play Amnesia a lot.
Small sound.
Good
Dark
answer, Scott. I like it. Really concise.
Fun videos to watch. I love them. I really do.
Very consistent.
Um,
I like it.
No, seriously.
It
I
gives
love
me
your
heart
videos.
attacks just to watch it. I fucking hate scary games.
I didn't play the story yet. Those were all
So far, I've never played
Yeah,
a
those are
scary
custom
game, and I
games.
don't intend to.
Oh, still, they're still fun to watch.
They're custom games that fans have made.
What'd you stare at me for?
It's
What?
like Well, okay.
Amnesia?
What was your first or either first or most enjoyable multiplayer game that you played when you were younger?
Multiple.
If you have, because
Probably.
You mean like online multiplayer or?
Yeah. Well,
it could be LAN,
Well,
it could be
that's
online.
Either.
Well, it was like the 2-part.
Mine was
LAN
actually a
and
full
multiplayer.
rolling game.
I think mine was the Castle of Wolfenstein demo. That's it.
Well, I mean, it's a game.
I
Or
I love it. It's a game.
Or like LAN game that you just played with other people that were with you.
Oh.
No, that was like the 2-part.
Every time
Well,
you say
yeah.
LAN game, I
Okay.
can't
No, like
figure out what
I
you
mean,
mean.
It's
either or
multiplayer LAN and
It's a
online.
tie between that, Twisted Metal, or Crash Bash.
Oh, Twisted Metal was so much fun.
Twisted Metal.
Oh,
was
I
great.
remember that one.
I can relate with you on that.
First
one.
time I ever heard
I
the
knew
Rob
bringing
Zombie
up
song
Twisted Metal,
was
everyone
Dragon
was like,
That was so
Nope,
insane.
I just dream
And
of
we still have
Vigilante
Twisted
8.
Metal. By the way, we have a Twisted Metal game. If
I haven't actually
It
played
should
that.
be-
Is that the one with Sweet Tooth as like
Yes.
the character?
Has like the psychotic killer clown. Yeah.
And the
Wait,
guy
I-
with like the big huge ass wheels as arms. Yeah, that's stupid.
I played
Yeah.
that one in
Good game.
Vigilante.
Axel.
Axel was the best.
Axel's great for
Got
getting
shot
away
so
from
many
people
times in
though.
the face.
Which one was Axel?
The only
again?
Axel.
Axel
The one
was
who
the
had,
dude
like,
who was the
bionic
Axel
implants and he
between
was-
the two
Oh, okay,
And
yeah,
wheels.
yeah. All right.
He was
The obvious character.
good shit.
I only ever played as Mr. Grimm though.
Mr. Grimm was the best.
I
You
suck,
just-
man. I don't remember
No,
either character
Warthog.
names.
Well,
That's
pretty good.
Arguably the best. All of them were the best. It's okay.
So okay, Sloth, what about yours?
My first.
Sloth doesn't play games.
Yeah. What are video games?
Everything's a sham.
I only play tabletop games. Ugh.
Warhammer 40k for the win.
I mean, technically that's a LAN.
My
You play with other
first
people.
online and LAN games were both Halo. Because that's where I got into video games. That's the reason I got in, like, the original Xbox was because of Halo, the first one. So I just went from there with more Halo games because they were so much fun.
Halo and Nightfire.
And that's where I
Lots
got
of
into
fun.
multiplayer and, like, all, like, LAN and stuff like that.
Well, I loved. Well, it's just like I think my first online experience was Halo. You know, and Sam
Yeah.
was the one to thank for me. I'm Sam, thank you, because he's the one that introduced me. He showed me Xbox Live because if I'm not mistaken, we played the original Call of Duty.
No, not original.
It was
It was
the
Call of
second
Duty 2. The first one, like, well, I mean, Call of Duty 1 was huge with multiplayer. It actually,
It was on PC only though, right?
I think so.
And then 2 came out for consoles.
Yeah.
So we put. I can even remember the map that we first played on. It was some French town. Like I don't remember the name of it.
Oh,
Because I'm not good
yeah.
at French, but
I
it was some
remember-
French town.
Although I really like the Egyptian map, because you got to play as you could play and using the British sniper rifle that the scope wasn't quite on the top of it. I love that fucking sniper rifle.
There's only one Call of Duty map, and that's Rust.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
for not saying Nuketown.
Oh, right.
Yes, thank you for that. But
That's where he went to settle shit.
Yeah,
oh my god, that was our initiation.
9v9 Rust right now.
1v1
I would
Rust.
do it.
What's the Halo
Our hope,
map?
skills, and
1v1 me
dreams
on
went die.
pistol. Hang 'em high.
Hang 'em high.
That would be
Oh my
the
god,
Call-
hang him high, I love you.
Hang 'em high is like the
Blood
equivalent
Gulch.
to Rust.
Blood Gulch,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody get a Warhog and let's just fucking
That
play
was like
tag.
that was like the map to
Beaver
show who
Creek
the
is
best
the only
team
one for
was.
that.
Beaver Creek is good too. No, because then somebody's always sitting on the fucking arch in the middle, just like
It's 1v1 and you turn your rockets off.
Actually,
somebody's sniping from the arch in the middle. It's fucking
I didn't
stupid.
care for either of those maps. It was always about hang 'em high. Love that map because
I
the
would
pistol
play
was
Blood
so
Gulch
beast.
because the fucking Warhog. You just get in it and you're like, tag you're it, but
Well,
you're
I will
really
give it
running
this.
over
Blood
each other.
Gulch,
Accurate.
Blood Gulch over the other renditions of Blood Gulch any day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Best Halo map? Valhalla.
Dude, Valhalla is my map.
I hate Valhalla.
Fuck you.
I hate it so much.
Your opinion is wrong.
I
Your
hate it
opinion
so
is
much.
wrong.
Sorry, you're wrong.
It's such a camp.
Get
I
good,
think
scrub.
You can't
It's
be
get
wrong.
Get your KD up to mine and we'll talk.
Oh, shit.
I think you just heard a 1v1.
But granted,
Listen,
granted,
listen,
I
think
think you
I
have a
just heard
better
where the rest of
KD
this
on
night's
Valhalla
going.
than I do.
You could kick my ass in a video game any day, but I could kill you in real life, you asshole.
Very true.
That's scary.
We've already had this discussion about murders. But
We have
You talking about
yet
just
to
now?
go
You talking about the
in-depth.
the conversation we had at Ingles?
Well, I'll take you
But-
with you all the time.
but like
I suck at Halo multiplayer now.
I hate it. I
Just
do too.
saying.
I hated Valhalla because like it was nothing but a camper's map, and like if you
Stoppers for the win.
It's called Zen
I
Gaming.
stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't camp.
called
I moved.
Yeah.
It's called not
Well, I love
Because,
camping.
like,
I love camping.
As long as
I
they
love
have sniper
camping,
rifle.
but I did not like Valhalla.
I didn't like it either because once a team spawn camped you, it was almost impossible to break it.
Well, that's true for almost any game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
Well, also any game that it's easy to spawn trap is just bullshit.
Any game that spawn trapping is like possible at all is
So
fucking
most
stupid.
of them.
That's
Yeah.
why Black Ops is
99.9.
I don't know. I don't hear about spawn trapping on World of Warships or whatever it's called.
World of Warships.
That's a good odd turn.
You know what?
Someone make that.
You find a way to trap a fucking battleship, I will give you a fucking award.
I'll do it. Challenge accepted.
You're gonna need a lot of
What is
magic
this
cards.
game?
Even if it
I don't
is
even know what
World
the
of
game is.
Warships.
I'll do it.
I got it. Giant adamantium net. Strapped.
No.
I
got it.
Brothers, we have, like,
Beam 'em into space.
Actually, they've already solved your beam them into space
Spawn
theory.
trapping on Smash Brothers.
There's ships in that game that have space engines and flying space maps.
Possible, though.
Well, weren't there move trapping in Smash Brothers? Like you could do it with Fox. Like all the really good players can do it. Like really.
Fox,
Fox
move
is
trapping?
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Fox you can do it, and doesn't Falco have one? And
I
Kirby.
haven't.
Basically any player that shoots a gun
Oh,
or
okay.
some kind of like projectile could like stop somebody from moving for a bit. Because you just keep shooting them and then they can't move. Does a lot.
Somebody got the
Something we
message.
said all the time.
Huh?
It used to be something we said all the time.
What?
That you put in the chat.
Oh, that's my fetish.
What the hell?
That's not it at all.
Fun fact about me, viewers, everything is my fetish.
Sometimes I'm really
You can't
glad I
creep
don't
me
have
out.
a phone.
You're
He,
not
he
listening
posted
to
something in our chat, and I replied back with nipply dicks, and he was like, "That's my fetish."
Nipply dicks.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I should show you the picture
I'm
that
going
quote
to
comes
tell
from.
you when they all leave.
And on that
I'll
note-
give you some insight about our group.
No, please don't.
You don't want it.
I don't.
Run.
I
You're
don't
gonna
want
learn
it.
some things you don't want to know.
But
I've chatted with you guys a little bit. I don't want any more info.
That's a very deep and dark hole.
Well, see,
you
what-
don't
I
wanna
just
peer
want
we
like
don't
into.
say.
surface impressions.
What
I don't
we don't
want,
tell
like,
you
the
is
inner
that there's a
workings.
wonderful balancing
Nope.
act here.
Nope.
You got the
No.
couple people in the group that's so messed up that it's
No.
they counteract the people that just sit there and don't say
I'm
much.
okay.
If you
Don't
want to
say
understand
much.
it, the line in our group basically runs me, Travis, Brian, and then it's Sam Reed, and Amos. One half is incredibly fucking batshit insane. The others are relatively normal.
I'm okay with not knowing.
Relatively.
Relatively.
Well,
You're the
Brian-
squeaky cleanest person
Brian,
here.
I'll take Brian to our team because he can build a computer.
Whoa!
Oh, okay,
well,
then I
good
guess
luck
I'm
dealing
off
with
your
that
team,
fucking bad talk.
Well, he also has the best Neil Mortal's voice.
Yes, sir.
Don't do it.
then. Don't hurt.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
You know what?
If
Take
you
him-
do it,
take
do
him
it
for
in
a
the kid
week on
voice.
a rental basis, and we'll see how you feel about
I hope that got on there.
That's so
Yeah, we
good.
did.
Everybody get quiet.
Well, I
let
mean,
it
that
go.
might be it right there.
Yeah.
But, how long have we been going for? Okay. Well, I mean, anybody got any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Neo Mortals!
I mean, like,
it. EA?
It's not really a final thought, but Titanfall actually decided that they had done it wrong without a single player campaign, and they are having it in Titanfall 2.
Hallelujah!
Titanfall.
Can't wait.
Get fucked,
I
everybody.
have a
that
lot to
wants
say about Titanfall.
So
but
we
I
can do a
won't.
speed round on that if you want.
It was awful.
Speak
Okay.
next.
Titanfall was awful.
okay. Lightning round then.
Putting fucking bots in a multiplayer game is stupid as shit.
That is very true. It is.
What do you
I
think?
agree,
Oh.
they did it in Gears and I hated it.
I could what?
League of Legends.
I've never played League of Legends. Fuck that game.
You haven't heard that game sucks ass, so.
It does.
That's because Smite did it superior.
Listen, I'm not some. Never mind.
Yeah,
No,
stop.
continue.
We won't go there.
Redacted.
That could turn into a whole different conversation.
Oh,
and I'm not-
please, continue.
No,
Yeah,
hell
no,
no.
go ahead.
Dude, 12-hour podcast. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so
Let me
quick,
get a
In
refill.
that case, I have to pee.
quick.
Me too.
Everybody take a break, and then I'll just go on my rant about fucking League of Legends Switch girls.
Sit down.
We'll be right back with
You don't
part
want to
two,
hear
guys.
that shit. This is too much about that.
I was actually looking into something like that yesterday.
You're
Believe
gonna be
it
a
or
League
not.
of Legends Switch girl?
No, I'm not. But
Hell
I was
yeah,
thinking
here's
that-
I'll watch.
You're gonna have to
I
go
don't
in for a
have the
couple
equipment for that.
surgeries.
He's got the boobs for it already.
Nah, we'll just use some pillows. We'll be fine. But
Fucking top down camera on a tank top that doesn't even count as a shirt.
the loincloth.
Make
from
sure
Tarzan
make
made
sure
it.
the chest hair is showing.
Make sure you don't know anything about the game. Make sure you never play the game. Make sure you always are looking at yourself in the camera. Don't look at the chat. Look at yourself in the camera.
But also put in
Fix
the
your
chat that you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Make sure the chat knows that you're not something to just be ogled at.
Ogled.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, they're always like, oh,
Ooh,
flash
my
us,
doodle.
flash us.
Who
But
doesn't like to
thought it was
ogle
ogle.
Amos though?
Giggity.
I do it all the time.
I've been doing it all
Especially
1
when-
hour.
You never stood a chance. I'm sorry.
I know. I mean, I don't show enough cleavage. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll work on
No,
it.
you show too much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep it going.
Oh,
You're
okay.
doing well.
I'm getting party. Yeah. Anyway,
Doing good for yourself.
and apparently I don't have to use complete sentences either.
No, we get you.
How does one smite?
We complete your games. We
Yeah.
complete your
How does one smite? You
How does
get
one
real
smite?
drunk. Step
I'm
one.
already out.
Step 2, break your game.
Call down the power of Thor!
So I'm gonna leave now.
No, okay.
You want mortals?
Are we about to go? Are we about to go?
Or-
Avengers?
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Avengers.
So, a few lightning round questions. We're still working on this segment. Nobody has provided feedback. So, Titanfall 2, yay or nay? Is it going to be better than Titanfall 1? You don't have to give a reason. Just say yes or no. Or if you're going to give a reason, just give a short. We'll go around. So, just give a short 1 or 2 sentence if you want to give a reason. So, we'll start with Sam.
I will buy it. I think it'll be good. I enjoyed the first one, although I
Just to make you raise your hand longer.
although I was disappointed with it because of the non-single player and the short amount of maps. It was still fun.
I think it will be better because it's adding the other half of the game that should have been in the first one. However, because of the decision they made for the first one, I will not be buying it.
If they don't put more robots in there, they're still gonna fail. That's all I have to say.
Fuck it.
Now let's just skip over her and get straight to the
Can I put my hand down?
Yeah, no.
Anything will be better than Titanfall.
I didn't play the first one. I have no opinion.
Oh, okay. Skip
The
you
second,
one.
fuck it.
I don't want to skip you.
I never played it.
Ah, fuck it, suck it.
Is that the one with Master Chief?
Yes.
Okay, so
I think Halo's a pretty cool guy. Kills aliens. Don't be scared of nothing.
Halo, right? He's an alright dude.
Halo, is that the one that everybody gets confused and calls him a dude when it's actually a chick?
Yeah.
Yep. Titanfall is the game that Black Ops 3 took everything in the game from. Wall running, double jumping, robots.
Okay, Squeaky.
I broke Amos.
Don't put pictures like that. That was too
Thank
funny.
you, everybody, for watching. I think Amos is about incapacitated now.
I am
I got a
incapacitated. I got one more.
Can we end this on my burp?
No.
I'll let it build up until the end. Just
I
let
got-
me know.
I got one more, and I want everybody to answer it, even if you don't play it, because I guarantee you a lot of you don't play it. But I do want to hear
What a
a
hipster.
yes or no. But there's one person in this group that I know is going to have an interesting answer, or I hope they would. So,
Is this the thing?
so
You'll find out.
a trailer came out for Dark Souls 3.
That's you.
So, will you, even if you haven't played it before, do you think you would even give it a chance?
Fuck no!
Nope.
That was everything I hoped it would be.
Oh, funny enough, you guys can end it on this. Well, I'm
Yeah, go
gonna
ahead.
pull this article up really quick.
No, I was wondering who was
They-
starting the answers for the Dark Soul question.
Oh yeah, no, he was looking at both of us on that one because
Well,
I
we'll
fucking am never gonna touch Dark Souls again.
Well,
Fuck
alright,
that game.
Because
Sam.
I had an opinion on it,
I
but
love it.
Sam,
Namco-
It hates me, but I
No.
love it.
you don't
No
have-
comment.
I played
It is-
Dark Souls 2 and did not get very far. Therefore, Dark Souls 3 will not be touching my console.
I love it, but it hates me.
It hates everyone.
It does.
Also,
What?
Namco is offering $10,000 to
Will you
anyone
buy
who
it?
can actually
No.
explain the Dark Souls story.
Oh
Yeah.
It has a story?
What?
It does have a story.
Dark
It's
Souls
very
does
deep.
have a
I thought
story.
the story was you spawn, you die.
Well, that's the short story.
You get murdered.
No,
That's the
that's the
TLDR
ending.
version.
There's a story if you can actually stay alive long enough to hear it.
That's the footnote.
Like
kill
I made it
things
to like a well, and they gave me like a soul or something, and
You
then I
kill
like
things
died.
because
Then
they
you lost it,
exist.
and all your enemies get
It's
respawned.
the story.
So use the title My Dark Souls Story.
I had to
Enter in
ask.
your submission as to what the story means because I don't fucking there is one or something.
I'll play it.
The stories would kill things
You'll play
because
Dark
they
Souls?
exist in
I'll
the
play it.
game.
I'll
You'll
absolutely
play-
play.
My
it.
Dark-
I will go
Kill
get my
the
fucking
sword.
Xbox right now.
Do
We'll
it.
play
I'll
Dark
play
Souls.
it.
Okay, he's playing Dark Souls.
Okay, you're
My-
not allowed
my
to
Dark
play
Souls
any
story-
other
End the
game but Dark
podcast. End the
Souls for 2
podcast right now. I'm
weeks.
gonna go find my. You're playing Dark Souls right now.
Here we go.
I
the
want to see
submissions.
this.
Everybody give your Dark Souls submissions for the story. Amos, go.
Fuck, Darren.
I haven't looked into it, so I'm assuming
Just
it's
make something up.
All right, so there's a guy who went to the barber shop, right? And he was like, "Hey, I need a haircut," and he gets cut with a razor blade. So he keeps waking up in different scenarios and keeps dying.
Well, you explain the character creator.
Yeah,
GG.
exactly. See?
Now start the game.
You know, You go stabby, miss, and then you get stabby. And
The
then
game
you
is
die.
everybody's better than you, and you will always die.
Sam, your story.
Hell, Satan!
Yep, that's Praise the Sun, isn't it?
And mine will be, so this guy named Master Chief goes around and kills a lot of aliens, right? And at the end, he takes off his helmet, and you don't even get to see it.
I love the
Thank
Gears
you,
of War
Halo
ending.
I imagine he looks like the dude from Star Wars with like the black hood, Palpatine.
Oh, Darth Vader.
That's
He actually looks more like Duke Nukem.
I wonder if that would be a odd part.
No, that's my story. I'm done.
I mean, do you got one?
Okay, so this guy.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yep. Get
Get
good.
wrecked.
Nerd!
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm not drunk enough to make
I
up my
always thought it
story.
was just a dark and gritty version of Mario.
God damn it.
Did I just turn on the Xbox?
I might have.
No, I mean like did him like saying something?
No.
No, I hit
I
it
don't
with
have a
my foot.
Connect.
Oh.
I'm gonna use that as a quote.
Mario.
Xbox on.
Please remind me after we end this.
Dakota, your Dark Souls story.
I win.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yeah.
That's mostly what it is.
The
That,
name
that
of the
one
game.
wins the $10,000.
Yeah. Get good or get fucked. That's it.
There is no story. You all just suck at life.
That's what they're really looking
Feel
for.
bad about
And on
yourself.
sucking at life, that's
If you complete the game without killing yourself, then you win.
There is a speed run of Dark Souls that is deathless
No,
in
there's
under
not.
30 minutes.
That's edited.
No.
That's
Is it
It's
on
a
the
real
internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's edited.
No, it's
There's
a real time
no,
run.
Nope,
The trick is
it's
to
not
get,
real.
to
They're
get
both in
naked.
denial.
They ran it. They ran it.
No,
they
they
ran
didn't.
it at AGDQ with people present.
They didn't.
They did.
They
It was
did not.
live streamed. I watched
It was
it.
pre-recorded, edited video.
Shit.
Okay,
Just because you're not good enough.
Prove it
Scrub.
wasn't.
I got one.
You want me to take you to the
This
fucking
one's not
person who did it?
complicated.
Yep.
All right, we'll do it
I have a
tomorrow.
feeling
Alright.
people are about to get slapped.
We're about to take a trip up to Minnesota, y'all.
You don't even understand how like furious Dark Souls makes me. I don't even have to play the game.
It's entertaining to watch out play.
Fallout
Dark
is about to begin, Reed. We need to leave.
I don't even have to play the game, and that game just makes me fucking
If only I
mad.
knew that quote. Just like, you're on your own or whatever from that show that you love to watch with Ron that gets it out of the ceiling.
And everybody even says that Bloodborne is considerably easier than
When the
Dark
game
Souls.
release came out, and he was like digging through the ceiling, and he pulled his pack out, and he like ran off.
Demon Souls
was
is the
it?
one that could really suck.
Demon Souls is the one that'll make you kill yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing that.
Dark Souls is like, you know.
I got one more
Sunshine.
short lightning round question and we're done.
No.
So,
No.
there was a gentleman that bought there was like a limited edition of Fallout 4. It was like, it came with vinyl records or something.
Oh, God.
Was it? There was one where it came like a vinyl or something.
There was, well,
was
if
called
it
Unlimited.
wasn't advertised.
Right. It was like,
I never heard of this.
it was called like Unlimited. Well, okay, so here's what happened.
It's been like an award thing, like you got a draw, you got your name pulled out of a drawing or something.
Maybe. Okay, so this
Was
gentleman.
it the guy that paid with bottle caps? The
No,
guy
not
that-
him.
No.
I have a treasure chest full of bottle caps in his truck. I was gonna do the same thing, and that dude did it first, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
"That's fucking stupid." I was gonna do that. I literally was gonna send in all my bottle caps to Bethesda and get Fallout 4 with those, and he did it first, and I was like, "Everybody will just think I'm copying him now."
You need to get a picture of your hand flipping somebody off, put it at the bottom of the chest, and mail it to them.
I made a shrine out of all my bottle caps, and I put like a pentagram in it, and with like, I'll show the picture, but
Ooh, you need to like put down the word for like the
Magic.
Dark Brotherhood ritual.
All right. Well, while you're looking for that picture, here's my question, or here's the scenario. This gentleman bought as it showed on the article, it's like an unlimited edition. Don't spoil it. And basically, it came with 4 vinyl records. It was from Bethesda. And so one of the records is like it was the old vinyl records. So like one of them was like offset or something and wasn't played. So he wanted to call and tell Bethesda like, hey,
That is badass.
Amazing.
my record's not working. I want my money back.
Fantastic.
So Bethesda only gave him $25 back out of his $125 that he paid. And he said, well, why are you doing this? They said, well, if you want all of your money back, you have to break all of your records and send it to us. Which, by the way, this was a limited supply.
Oh.
So the guy proceeded to break all of his records. I have it right here. He broke all of his records just so he can get his money back. So, like, the question I'm going to ask you is, would you do that?
what was on the
wait.
records?
Huh?
What was on the records?
It was the soundtracks for Fallout.
Can you explain it again real quick? Why he had to break? Like, why did he want to?
One record was messed up.
Right.
He sent it in, and they gave him $25 for it. He said, "Why didn't you give me my full money back?" They told him if he wanted full money back, he had to break the rest of them and send them in.
Right. and provide
But
free.
could he buy new records?
Well,
No,
see,
this is a limited supply.
yeah,
These
there is
aren't
a
things you can buy. These came with a special
Oh, they're
set.
such dicks.
Yeah, so my question
Oh.
to you is, would you break your other 3 records
No, hell no.
Yeah.
to get your
That dude's an
125 back?
idiot.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. I would.
You would?
If they were gonna do that, fucking fine. If you don't care, I don't care.
He's just gonna send it back to him.
The hell does it mean to me?
Record.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those-
very true.
Would you
I
rather
those
have a
13
record?
songs on my
I would
iPod,
take the
never
fucking
listen to them
sticker off and put it
without
on something
showing.
else and break it.
No, I'm with Scoot on this because here's
I'm
what.
with him.
You
That was a
wouldn't-
smart idea.
You
Make a
would,
replica and break that one.
You wouldn't be able to sell them because it wouldn't be complete.
Bullshit.
You can
People
still
sell
sell
I mean,
them.
you
incomplete
could find
collection.
someone dumb enough.
And they
No,
would rip
someone
you
said
off.
just the 3 to a
They would
collector.
rip
They-
you off.
say
No.
You get ripped off twice.
No.
Say they only made 3 of those editions, and the other 2 sell for whatever price. Well, there's only one other one out there. You're
And
going
you
to
have
sell
what's
it.
left.
Then there's someone that's going to want to buy that just because there's only 3 on the other.
Not
They
even
would still
not even to
sell.
play
Down
it,
to
just to
nothing.
have it. If
Right.
it doesn't play right,
And
they'll
hell,
just take it just to have.
They'll hang it on their wall.
Right,
Well,
but
that's
what
probably
you-
what they're going to do anyways. They're not going to play it because they don't want to damage it.
A
They're
lot of
gonna put
people
it in a
haggle it
frame.
down to nothing because you didn't have that one record.
Right, but
So
that's
keep
what
that
I'm saying.
picture. We're gonna start producing these real quick. Just blue records. Put a sticker on it. We'll paint the stickers.
Vinyl
Whatever. Fuck
records,
it. We'll sell those.
Big deal.
Yeah, but
They don't
like,
have to
would you-
play. Nobody's gonna play it because they're not going to damage
But
it.
if you were a collector, wouldn't you want the whole set?
Oh, if I was a collector,
That's what I'm saying. A
No.
collector
But if
wouldn't
there's-
even play them. He would just want to have the records if they didn't play.
Yeah, but you couldn't accurately go on record and say, I have the complete set of these limited edition of...
No, all
You
you have to
could.
do is label it as a Fallout 4 vinyl. And you never said it's got music on it. You never said it plays. It's just a Fallout 4 vinyl.
No, what I'm saying
That's what
is,
it
let's
is.
say he just
Well-
threw them on eBay. Let's say he just threw them on eBay, and he specifically says in description, 3 work, 1 doesn't. There is somebody,
One really doesn't work.
Someone would buy them.
someone
no
would
matter
still
what.
buy it
There's a market.
at like
And be
whatever
stupidly
the
pricing
auction
it.
price would be for this.
There's a market.
Do we know? Do we know how many of those limited editions were produced?
You can find it.
Yeah,
out.
I'm sure you can find it on the internet. It
Oh,
doesn't
I
say in the
guarantee
actual
you-
article.
I guarantee you, that motherfucker is the only one that actually tried to play it. And also,
They're like, shit, we didn't think anybody
The
was
fact
gonna actually
that-
try it. Who has record players these days?
I mean, if you buy a limited edition,
I saw
you're
one
not
actually
really
at the mall today.
buying it to
They
use
said
the
it
shit,
would make
probably. I mean, I'd like to use the Pit Boy, but I can't, but
Yeah.
that didn't stop me.
That's a record.
oh yeah, I knew I didn't
Fuck,
have a
like-
phone. I still bought the fucking Pit Boy.
Exactly. You buy it because it's cool and you want to support the company and you want a bit of, like, the special edition history because it's not going to be available forever or to
If
People
ever
were
know.
re-
advertises usable things, you're gonna end up using it.
People
Yeah, we
were
got nothing to
reselling the
get-
Pit Boy editions on eBay before the game even came out. Like months before the game came out, people were selling Pit Boy editions for like $400
Yep.
on eBay.
Well, I wouldn't
thought
break
about
the
it.
discs. That's all
What's
I
the
gotta
point
say.
of having it if you don't listen to it? Like,
That's what
Just
collectors
to have
do.
it.
That's what
Just-
then why have a vinyl record?
'Cause you're a
If it's not
collector.
supposed to be playable, why have a vinyl record? That you know?
Because you
You
support
like
the
nice
company
things.
and you like
Just
the
to
game.
have it.
Yeah, obviously,
Why
I've
would-
seen
why
this
do you
crazy
buy,
motherfucker.
They're just like looking at it and being like,
It's very
"Ugh."
similar to a collector's coins in a kind of way. That you just
Amos.
don't use it.
Yeah, but a
Like a
record is more
you collect
usable.
stamps. You don't
See
use the
what you
stamps.
brought upon us.
Baseball bat.
I'm not gonna lie, I
He
didn't
doesn't
think this
use
would
the
be as big
baseball
of a
bat.
topic.
He
But
just
he
has
could
it
if he
there.
wanted to.
Have the
No,
whole-
he would-
whole
but he
set of
wouldn't.
new
He
tracks
wouldn't.
movies,
He
and I'll
wouldn't,
play 'em.
but he could if he wanted.
Yeah,
to.
Let's
they
say,
wouldn't.
Amos, let's say
They
that
could use
bat-
those records. They just wouldn't do shit.
That's different.
Let's say that bat you decided you wanted to use. Well, that bat fucking broke because you bashed it against a wall. You know, that's what's going to happen when you use something. Everything has an
Did it
expiration date
break when
anyway.
he used it? Or did it break? Was it already broken before he used it?
Wait, what?
Who knows?
Amos, what if that bat was signed by your favorite baseball player? Would you use that bat on anything and risk breaking it?
The only chance I would use any like this bat signed is if somebody I did not want in my house came into my house.
But
I
you
mean,
would not use it
I would
for
be
its
mad.
I'm not
intended
here.
use. That would not be
exactly.
a bat you would
It's-
use for baseball.
Right? No. This would be on my wall.
Similarly, just because if I had bought that or gotten it or however you
It's
get
a
them,
bat. You use it to smash things. It's a record. You don't
if
use
I
it to
got
smash
the,
things.
if I
Right,
get
you
the
want to play it, it's a record.
listen, you motherfucker, I've
It's
thrown a
useless if you
record
don't use
and
it.
gave somebody a scar across their face.
Well, that's
Don't
not
tell
what's
me.
advertised as doing, is it?
But if I got that and one record's broke, the first thing I'm gonna do is ask them if they can either send me that particular record or if there's a way I can fix it. If I can't, then I don't give a fuck. I'm keeping it just to have it. I'm
Also-
not gonna break the fucking thing to get money back on it because I
Especially
want
if
the
it's
thing.
$25.
Especially if you can't get the same edition back, like for breaking those discs.
Yeah.
At least you still have the 3 that are working, and you can still even display the broken one if you want. You know, you can
Because the
Put it
thing
back
wasn't
together,
was
put
it
in this
broke
case
or did it just not play?
It was warped. It was still intact,
warped.
but it was warped. It would not.
So he still could have displayed it. He didn't have to, be an asshole and break 4 limited edition things that they're not going to make again.
Bethesda wanted him to do it. They said, if you want all of your money back, you
If he
have to
wanted
send
money
it."
back,
Yeah.
they didn't say anything about getting him another version of it. They just like, if you want your fucking money, then break them.
Right.
And if he wants to break them, that's his choice.
Also, when those special editions are made, they are made limited. They can't be reproduced afterwards. Not at least not the exact same. Plus the amount of money that it would take to create those molds to create the same special edition
I'll
again.
give
Can you
a very
bootleg
good
a
example
record?
of this. Something
Yeah,
I
Well,
actually,
it's
you
not-
sorta can.
It's that they want to play it on a vinyl, like on a record player,
What if
which
you're a
I'm guessing
record company?
nobody in here probably has a record player
My dad
I
does.
got one.
at your house.
Travis is a
I would have-
Okay, we
never
have
had-
one person with a record player. I have a cousin with a record player. Sloth has a dad with a record player. My parents used to have one. They got rid of it because they never fucking used it.
So I'll
And
give you a very good example on my part about something like this. When I was a kid, I had a Game Boy that was the Pikachu Game Boy. And what it was solid yellow with Pikachu in, I think, the bottom right of it. I got the Game Boy Advance that was the Pikachu edition. Same thing, except this one was it was yellow with Pikachu on. If I'd have known at the time, because I was just like a 5-year-old kid when I had these, I wasn't paying attention to, like, what they could be worth. If I'd have been able to think about it back then, I would have kept the Game Boy Color one, the Game Boy Advance, and I would have had the Nintendo DS one, and I would have just kept them just to have them. Just to have them. And if they broke, I wouldn't, be like, hey, this thing doesn't work, I'm going to send it off. No, I would have just fucking kept it just to have it. To have the 3 of them together. There's no fucking reason in that.
Well,
I
no
got a
reason
Game
like
Boy
I think-
somewhere in this house.
I think we're just, I think we should all just be on terms that there's agree to disagree, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with whether he broke them or not. I didn't think that'd be a big topic, but apparently that added some fuel to the
I think
fire.
you guys
Like I said, just take the fucking sticker off of it, stick it on something else that costs $1, and then break it and get your fucking money back.
Maybe.
It's amazing.
All right, well, that's it for us this week on the It's Taking Gaming podcast. I, first of all, thank you for suffering through this hour and 15 minutes
15
of
musics.
15
Woo!
music discs of
I
content.
listened to 15 musics once.
15 music.
It was awful.
It was all iPod.
It was Coldplay.
But I would also like to thank our 2 guests, Slothasaurus and Scottopus. You could find them on Twitch and YouTube. I will, with permission from them, of course, I will post their stuff in the description below. So thank you guys for watching, and everybody say bye. Without killing people's ears.
Fuck you.
Immortals.
So,
Bye-bye.
so is that all we got?
Fuck you, fuck you.
That burp was me.
I picked it up. All right, everybody have a good week, and we will see y'all next week.
Fuck off.